group behind with Brambilla, and Higuita is going to be the one that he's most worried about right now, because every time he looks around he will see it, and of course with these gradients there isn't actually that much distance in terms of meters on the road between them.
Valverde looking around now. Pogacar, off he goes. Oh, Roglic is going with him. It's a Slovenian two-pronged attack at the front of the Vuelta.
That was a bit of a cheeky attack there from Pogacar.
Well, Pogacar and Roglic were giving each other fist bumps this time yesterday.
They were.
Now they're rivals, albeit very briefly.
I wonder whether he thought, maybe if I give it a bit of a move here now, just as we catch Quintana, if we might put him into a bit of trouble. It doesn't look like Quintana has gone all in on that attack either. He kind of got himself a bit of a gap and just sat there, and no one really panicked to chase him down either, and he didn't really go all in to try and really pull that gap out.
Higuita with Brambilla and Fabro.
On these concrete bits here now, the road is so steep you can't actually lay tarmac on the ground.
20-odd%, look at that. Ouch! He's hardly moving there. Juan Antonio Fletcher, I remember, was saying he was travelling at 6 kilometres per hour riding up at this point.
Yeah, he was, and he's having to change his position on the bike as well, because if he sits upright like he normally would when he's climbing, he will actually pull the front wheel up into the air, so he's having to change his whole position on the bike, his pedalling style, how he's pulling in the handlebars to keep the bike in line and with both wheels on the ground.
You can see the effort's different, the pedal stroke is different.
Yeah.
He's stomping down there, much like an amateur cyclist would when they first start riding, instead of using the full circular motion. Now behind Roglic, well, he's taking it to everybody else. Quintana losing the wheel here.
Yeah, he's in trouble.
Dear. Nairo. Ay, and Lopez as well. Well, all the riders we thought might be the strongest, losing to the Slovenian pair. Roglic and Pogacar going together off the front.
Mike in trouble as well down there.
Valverde's the only man who can follow here.
So far, Soler is struggling there. Is he going back to try and help now? I don't think that's much of an idea.
Again? We've already seen it once. It wasn't popular last time, was it?
No, definitely not. But
me.
He got his turn talking to, so it wouldn't surprise me to see it.
Well, that acceleration there from the red jersey group, look at what it did. The gap has been pulverised open again. Just 50 seconds now, after it was growing up to 1 minute and 10. So Quintana's making his way back to Lopez. Lopez, who has Micah and Soler for company. At the front of the race, Higuita and company are about to be caught. Pogacar's doing a great job here. He's moving up in the general classification, and he's getting closer and closer to the podium.
Well, Pogacar was started today in 5th at 3 minutes and 5 seconds, and he only had a couple of seconds up to Quintana in 4th.
Pin and a half ahead of the chasing Tadej Pogacar, who has Primož Roglic and Alejandro Valverde for company. 48 seconds now. 2.5 Ks to go, and Pogacar dropping Valverde. Pogacar going with Roglic, and everybody trying to put pressure on Roglic today. It is backfiring spectacularly.
Well, so far, what a ride this is by Tadej Pogacar, who's just completely blown everyone out of the game. Valverde is in big trouble here as well, but Pogacar is riding himself onto a podium and potentially even a second place after today's stage if they continue this in this tradition.
Slovenia, cycling's new superpower. How about that? The Colombians were trying to bring it to them. The Spaniards were there as well. But it's Pogacar and Roglic who are dropping the world champion. 10 seconds back to Lopez. 15 seconds back to Quintana. Only half a minute up to this man. Can they dream of a stage win?
Well, I didn't think they're probably looking at that.
Well, Pogacar has one stage already. Roglic has one stage already. And I tell you what, Pogacar's doing his compatriot a real favour here, isn't he?
Well, he is, yeah. He's just committed 100% to this, and he realises that he can ride them off his wheel. He's now riding himself in towards a Grand Tour podium. I know we've still got a long way to go to Madrid, but if he continues to ride like this, then he's definitely
21 seconds. They're pulling out half a minute on Superman, and he's the man that started the party. This is looking very good for Pogacar. This is looking like it could be a Vuelta-winning move for Primož Roglic.
Well, it definitely is, and mentally, what a blow he's delivering to the other favourites there with.
Well, all the talk has been, when's it going to happen? Is he going to crack? Just like at the Giro, we're going to put pressure on today. We're going to have a go at him tomorrow. It's not happening at the minute.
No, it definitely isn't. I thought this would be the time when Roglic was struggled the most, but clearly he's one of the strongest riders in here on these steeper kind of climbs. I thought already early on, in the beginning of the Vuelta, when we had those steep climbs, he would be in a spot of bother, but he's going very strong. Neither coming back.
He's on his way. He's bringing Micah with him, and he's very close to the wheel of Valverde now. Lopez, in the meantime, still struggling. Not managing to produce the goods. And we're seeing this repeated now, Grand Tour after Grand Tour from this man. So much promise, so much ability, maybe a mistiming of the attacks, we don't know. But he always seems to fail to deliver at the crucial moments.
Possibly mental block.
They can see him behind now. Still 1.8 kilometers to go. Pierre Latour might be about to suffer some heartbreak. Well, Valverde making another go. It's Roglic and Pogacar, 16 seconds from the front of the race on Los Machucos. Look at how bleak it is up here. Steep, narrow, horrible surface. This is hell.
It definitely is.
And a reminder, just in case you needed it, of the gradient at each kilometre. They certainly have visual contact now, and the stage winner's in sight.
Well, right now, I don't think they're really focusing on the stage when it's just how quickly can we get to the top here, how much time can we put in to this man here chasing the world champion and the rest of the favourites that are now trailing in their wake.
Let's remind you, at the start of the day, the general classification looked like this. Primož Roglic leading the Vuelta España by 1 minute and 52 from Alejandro Valverde. He's already putting serious time into him here. Lopez was third at 2:11. Quintana was fourth at 3 minutes. Pogacar was then fifth at 3:05, and Pogacar is getting right up there onto the podium now. Pierre Latour has an opportunity maybe to lose the stage here, I'm afraid. He's got to hang on if he can. Can he hang on? Can he contribute? It's Roglic riding away. Pogacar is with him, and it's panic station for Movistar.
Well, look at the difference though in intensity. Look at the difference in the power that they're producing up the two riders up front there compared to Valverde, who's labouring on that gear. This is just intensity. This is pure poetry in motion, really.
Adieu, Pierre Latour.
Got a feel for Latour at this point. He's done a great ride today.
Oh, his teammate gave him everything as well, didn't he? It was a really well-planned effort from Agedezela Mondial. Now, Valverde and Quintana, 23 seconds. Have they saved something for the very last? Lopez, well, no time gap there, but it doesn't look great, does it?
No, it definitely doesn't. I think Valverde is always better on the final part of the climb as well. When he knows where he's closer to the finish line, he can produce these explosive efforts put for a minute or two.
Well, this is where this personal relationship we saw yesterday could really benefit both Pogacar and Roglic. Slovenia have never won a Grand Tour. They could be about to take their third stage at this Vuelta and increase the lead for Roglic in the red jersey.
Did you see just then how both of the riders simultaneously looked back to see if they could spot the world champion coming down the road? And I don't think they could see him.
Is this something that was talked about on the phone last night?
Could very well be. Could very well be. But why wouldn't they? It's a move that's helping both of them get themselves into the position where they want to be. And I guess in the future, what a race we can have with these two riders now. If they're pulling out a significant gap here, Pogacar moving up into second place on general classification, then where are we going to be then?
Roglic and Pogacar as it's the Spanish world champion Alejandro Valverde fighting to stay in the Vuelta. They're losing more time though. Half a minute now back from the Slovenian pair, and we're inside the final kilometre. It's war on Los Machucos.
34 seconds down to Nairo, and then 52 down to Lopez.
Well, he started everything. And it was that Kazakh block, Astana, who are up there. These two are motoring away, and remember, at the top, that is where they will see those differences put home. It gets a little easier over the top, doesn't it?
Yeah, it definitely does. But look at the strength in Pogacar when he was delivering the power there onto on this climb here. He just looks phenomenal on the bike.
It's worth remembering that the breakaway had a really good 9-minute lead at one point today. And Astana made it possible for these two to win the stage, and they have gone and done it.
And it's also worth remembering that in less than 20 days' time, this man on the front here is turning 21 years old.
Roglic's late to cycling. Pogacar's come up through the ranks. It is Slovenia, cycling's new superpower, who are going to go away and take a stage at the Vuelta España. Time bonus is available here. It's Pogacar for UAE Emirates, it's Roglic for Jumbo-Visma, and Primož Roglic is going to increase his lead. It's Pogacar who takes the stage, his second of this Vuelta España, and Primož Roglic sees an attack on him backfire. He stands tall, he fires back, and at the minute, he's winning the war. Now what's the time difference going to be? Latour might even soak up the next time bonus here. Look at Quintana and Valverde, wary of that. Remember, 10, 6 and 4. Oh, and the third bonus goes away from them. It's Latour who takes it, and we're talking 28 seconds to this group. So half a minute more for Primož Roglic, half a minute for Pogacar to move up. And what's the difference back to this man? So much drama. 200 metres still to ride for Miguel Angel Lopez. It's proving once again to be a grand tour to forget for him.
He's losing almost a minute here now.
And it's going to go beyond a minute. Just over a minute for Miguel Angel Lopez. And after all of that work that they put in towards the bottom, it's been a bit of a nightmare for them.